What you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Oh, baby, all I need is my best.
What up, Jomboy and Jake Radio? It's January 30th, only one more day of January, thank God. What a terrible month. I hate it as much as I hate cats. Jake, how you doing? That was the wonder.
You don't. That was a lie. You opened the episode with a lie.
I currently hate it as much as I hate cats. Right in this
I still
instant.
don't think that's true.
Maybe.
I think if you were just enjoying your day and we kept the camera around you and then we put 4 cats in the room with you.
Well, that'd be murder.
No, it wouldn't be murder.
Either one of
you killed the cats.
Yeah, one of the cats or me. Someone's dying if you put me in a room with 4 cats.
You wouldn't die.
I think what I'd do is I'd sit in the corner and I'd pull my sweatshirt over my head and just try to hide and then get my phone out and try to make calls like, "Can you come save me? There's cats in the room with me."
And you're sure you want to put January on the same plane as that?
Right now, man, every time I look at the day and I'm like,
tell the people you lied.
I embellished.
Mr. Senator.
You're not a senator. Yeah, okay. I hate cats more than January.
Okay.
Got the point across, though.
Yeah.
Every time I look at the calendar, it's still January. I'm like, come the fuck on. Hurry up, days.
Do you think you're going to feel better about February? I think February is even worse.
No, it's my birthday month, so I have an affinity for it.
There you go.
Spring training month, so I like it.
Yeah.
I know that February is a bad month if you don't love baseball and don't have a birthday in it. Not a fun month, but some good things on the docket for me in old February.
Sure.
Valentine's Day, so Katie's got to get me a bunch of chocolates and take me for a massage or something.
What are you going to do?
No, that's probably what I have to do for her. But
right.
I actually have a really fun situation right now. My grandma paid for a monthly massage thing, right, forever, and she couldn't go, and she recently broke her wrist and everything, so she's kind of like been able to drive herself places. So my mom canceled her massage membership. But the way those scam artist monthly memberships work is she's like, well, she's got 37 left that she hasn't used. So they're like, so we can freeze her account, which costs $25 a month just to freeze it, but make those 37 still active. It's like, what the fuck's that about? Or she can cancel it and she has 6 more and she can give away 6 guest massages. So my mom told me this, and now it's a mad dash for like me, Katie, and my mom to go take my grandma for a massage and get the guest massage.
Right.
I'm going to try and scoop all those up.
Nice, man.
Like, Grams, you want to go get a massage? No, I'm watching my stories. I got to feed Georgia. Graham, get in the fucking car. We're going to get massages.
Yeah, I think you want to be.
This isn't about you, Grams.
You've successfully combined Happy Gilmore and Ben Stiller running the institution in one person.
Yeah, there we go. It's perfect. Pretty excited about that. That was the Wonder Years theme song, which is Joe Cocker covering the Beatles.
Right.
Do you get down with any of that?
I get down with Joe Cocker. I think we did the Joe Cocker thing on here before. Did we? With the whole Belushi thing? I made you watch that, right?
I do not know. It sounds familiar, but I don't know if it was on here.
So Belushi, Jake Belushi, Joe Cocker came on SNL, and when Joe Cocker used to sing, he was like a crazy person. Like I forget. I got the speech, but I forget if he did too much drugs or if it was a disease or if it was a little of both. But Joe Cocker, when he sang, he used to look like a crazy person. His hair was everywhere. He'd be all over the stage, and not in like a performance way, just kind of like a I did a lot of drugs way. Mm-hmm. And Belushi came out dressed in the exact same outfit as Joe Cocker and mimicked him. And like, it's hilarious. And I think it's one of those things, like if it happened today, like people would kill Belushi. They'd be like, how could you mimic him like that?
It's really good. You got to go watch this. You haven't shown me this before. This is my first time seeing this. It's so good.
It's pretty incredible.
Is he singing with him too?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play the audio then.
Okay.
This is Cocker. This is Belushi. The faces are hilarious. Okay, I'll put this on the Instagram. This is one of the funnier clips I've seen.
It's really good.
It's really good. Sorry for people that if you want to watch it, but you get the audio. Yeah.
Another comedian who took the easy way out to a degree, but yeah, I mean that clip is so funny. And again, I don't think you can really do that today.
No, I don't think you can. But look like Cocker wasn't upset by it.
No, Crocker was in on it, which is great, which is awesome. But yeah, we'll get that clip up. But yeah, it looks like someone making fun of someone with mental problems or something.
I think I did this last night, by the way. I was watching this song that I like a lot. Go to my Twitter feed, pull it up. I was watching this new song I like. For anyone that doesn't know, I like really slow music. So whenever I say I watch a song, I like it's super slow. And the guitarist just glitches, dude, like a video game. Every time he's about to sing backup vocals, it's really bizarre. So I wanted to make a gif of it and make fun of him. But then I was like, well, what if it's Tourette's? So then I went and found this guitarist and searched interviews to see if he's normal in interviews or if he has Tourette's. And in the 2 interviews I watched, he was normal. So then I made fun of him for glitching. Go to my Twitter feed and I just said, this guitarist glitches. It's bizarre.
Okay.
Have you seen it yet?
Podcast so far.
Have you seen it?
I can't hear it because my ears are in there, so I can't hear him.
You don't need to hear it. There's no noise. It's just he glitches. His body glitches.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of the initial head jerk is weird. The other stuff is kind of guitar stuff.
It's weird. Anyway, did you ever watch The Wonder Years?
Not really. No.
Good show. I never watched every episode, but I watched a lot. It's a big nostalgia show. Like if you're like a nostalgia junkie like me, it just gives the opening credits are in 8mm film reel, sliding down like playing with friends and growing up in the neighborhood. It's awesome. And then the guy from Home Alone does the narration.
Sure.
Daniel Stern, big spider on his face.
Excuse me?
From Home Alone when he gets the big spider on his face.
Okay.
Marv, doesn't it?
Marv.
Yeah, he does the narration, but it's not like he's like such a comedian and everything else, and this was like serious narration.
Fred Savage.
Oh yeah, the Savage parents just had it done. Like Fred Savage gets his Wonder Years where he's the child star on a TV show for a decade, and then their next son, Ben Savage, is Corey from Boy Meets World. So the Savage parents were just cornering the sitcom child market.
Free money.
Fred Savage is a director now. Like he directs episodes of Always Sunny and stuff. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, isn't he's made his way back into the scene.
He's in a movie scene that I think might be one of the hardest I've laughed in theaters. Austin Powers Goldmember with the mole.
Of course, the mole. Yeah.
Mole. I don't know if I'd laugh that hard if I saw it for the first time now, but as a 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's a really good call. I think the first time you see that scene, that's not like a relivable crack-up scene.
I agree. There's better
just
scenes.
Just hammering the death out of one joke. But hey, when it initially hit, I agree.
Yeah, first time I saw it was awesome. I remember walking out of Austin Powers Goldmember. We were in like 8th grade, and everyone was just saying "Faja," like as they walked into the lobby. Everyone was trying to do the Goldmember voice.
Yes, the Maja and the Faja. Yes.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: you know that Beatles song was written by Ringo Starr, and he sang it, and that's why he says, "What would you do if I sang out of tune?" Because he's not a singer. And they originally had "Would you throw vegetables at me or something like that. But they were scared the crowd was actually going to throw, like they're going to make it like an ironic thing, like, yeah, we're going to throw tomatoes or vegetables at you, whatever it was. So they changed it where, would you stand up and walk out on me?
That's actually some great foresight by the Beatles there.
Yeah, because they might do it lovingly. Like, yeah, we'll throw tomatoes all at once on the stage at this point.
Right. I mean, that's like hey, give Beatles for all their music credit. But yeah, damn, that's a good call. That could have ended the Beatles. They ended up hating touring, and that was it.
Yep. And Joe Crocker changed it to "I get by with a little help from my friends," and it was originally "I get high with a little help from my friends."
Sure.
Yeah. Good song though. Good show. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Coming back from Tuesday. Always has its grips. Yeah, I don't know. Just juggling a lot of balls. Big weekend coming up. Went to yoga last night, but like wasn't enjoyable yoga. Like was just basically see who could go the longest without hurting their shoulder yoga. So that wasn't that fun. And then yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, I finished my TV show. You.
Oh, you finished it? I haven't. I still want to watch it.
Okay. I think it was pretty good. My hint before was that they didn't keep one plot line long enough, but I'm starting to realize that I think the show likes that and wants to pride themselves on that. That like, whoa, one episode's all about this, and then 2 episodes later, we totally forgot about this. We're talking about this now. So I don't know. It was entertaining. I don't think it was great. I think it was good and entertaining. Back to you in the booth, Samson.
Back to you in the booth. Well, I'm going to watch it. I'm also watching the Ted Bundy. It's 4 episodes of Ted Bundy.
Sure.
And all about him. And he is a bad guy. He killed women.
Bingo.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Glad you wrapped that one up.
Actually, it's a good documentary if you like true crime, but it shows just like how easy it was to get away with things back then.
Yeah. I mean, with lack of technology, man, you could do anything.
You can do anything. My day was good, Jake. I did Jomboy and Jake radio, and that was all I did for the day. No more work out of me. Because I went to lunch, got a good lunch, then I went to a bunch of airport runs, and then I came home and Katie got this new weed that's banana flavored.
Okay.
My whole life,
Kush dog.
My whole life is bananas. Like I just eat bananas for breakfast. I eat bananas for my snack at night. Now I got banana weed.
Cool.
Bananas. Anyway, so I've been threading the line. Are you
impressed with its banananess?
Yeah, it tastes like. I was very skeptical at first. I was like, this isn't going to taste like bananas, but it is. But my dad doesn't like when I talk about smoking, but I'm threading the line where some nights I feel like I should have done this earlier. I would never want to smoke with people. Like I never want to be at a party and smoke. But I think
that's different than saying with people.
Oh, like if we had like a bunch of people over, I don't think I want to be behind from them. It would have to be people I really know and like.
Yeah, that's a party. I'm saying like, yeah, if you had me over, you'd be fine about it. So I think people's the wrong thing. At a party in a large gathering.
It'd be like 4 friends that I know very well. But anyway,
sure.
So I think I really use it like as a medicine because I've never known how to come down at night.
Right.
I just kind of fall asleep when I finally fall asleep, but this kind of helps me come down.
Right.
But lately I've been searching for that like paralyzing feeling where I'm just like laying down and really high.
You've been searching for that?
Yeah, but I don't know the correct amount to get there because I'm scared of doing too much and then I get way too high.
Right.
So it's hard.
Okay.
And it's really hard because what we're doing for like quote unquote our jobs right now,
right,
is my hobby. So I don't know how to stop. Like I got high and then I was like, I'm just going to relax and watch TV. And then I was like, no, let's search up stats, baseball stats for the stat of the day videos.
Right.
Like, I don't know how to not do that because that's what I like doing. So I ended up just finding out it's fun stats.
There you go.
My life now. Yeah, I guess so. Katie's like, stop working. I'm like, I'm not working. You're like, well, you are.
You like doing it.
Yeah, it's fun. People like those stat videos. I dropped the first one yesterday on Talking Yanks Instagram and Twitter. We got one every day coming.
One every day. If you like a good/silly Yankee stat.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go into sports. We good?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that felt loud. Glory day, glory day. The Knicks officially have the worst record in the league. Come on down, Zion Williams. Glory day, glory day. The Knicks officially have the worst record in the league. They're bad. They're so bad. Goodbye, Neil Walker. Disco is not dead, but it is forgotten. Neil Walker signs with the Miami Marlins, where he may be able to find a couple of difficult tectas if he wants. The Yankees announced the creation of an environmental science advisor, the first of such position in professional sports. Yankees, caring about the earth. Good job. The Rangers lost. Hard hitting New Britain.
Came in hard and fast there.
Yep. Hard, fast, and quick. I stole that technique from
Neil?
you.
Okay. You want to talk about Neil a little bit?
Goodbye, Neil Walker. Everyone wants me to make a goodbye montage for Neil. And
yeah, I'm with everyone.
I know, Jake.
What are you doing, monkey?
Here's the shitty way my brain works.
Okay.
The more people ask me for something, the more I don't want to do it because
you're a high school girl. Okay.
No, because then it doesn't feel creative. Like I would much rather when we started doing the Disco Neil thing, no one knew about it. It wasn't a thing. I like finding things that no one like, oh, this is interesting.
That's why bands can never become popular then. You're on that theory.
No, that's why bands try to change their style and change it up. I understand that more.
It's a celebration of life, Jim. So you don't like funerals?
I want to make it. The more everyone's like, you got to do it, it seems like too common. I don't like this in me. But
I'm telling you, I don't like it either. Yeah. Give the people what they want.
I will. I'll make it today. I'm not doing
I half understand what you're saying. If it's something that's overdone, then like yes, I get that. But I think this is a perfect life cycle. It was one season. It came in weird. It got fun, and now people want to see the crescendo.
Yeah, I'll make a final video for him today. But it's kind of like some people on Yankees accounts or whatever. Like they're just like on Instagram and stuff. They just post like, "Remember this Judge home run?" It's like, come on, it's just a Judge home run. Where I like trying to find weirder things. I used to have a post of Messina I found yesterday. That was hilarious. I did weird night. I got high. I watched post-game press conferences of Mike Messina after losses.
Yeah, that is a really weird night.
Because he's so sassy. Him and Kim Jones just giving sass to each other back and forth. And I found 2 clips that were hilarious. I threw one out there and I thought it was going to be like, just I was high and I found it funny, but I got like a lot of attention. People said they were laughing out loud. So
good.
It's really good. But yeah, so I'll make a Goodbye Neil Walker video. I'll get on it. Do you know any songs that are like Disco's Dead? Disco's Dead? Because I don't know any of those.
Well, that's because disco will never die, Jim. I think you need to focus on the right mantra here. We'll always have that forever. Yeah, I might need to work on your brain on that because we're getting you there. Disco's dead. Those words will never be uttered in front of me, and I won't have a problem with it.
We're talking about the kid who requested the all-time best disco songs for his first CD ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about if I find the song Disco Forever?
Okay, I get into that.
All right, cool.
I think it's Disco Will Never Die. I think that's the phrase you need.
Is that a song?
Oh, yeah. Maybe, dude. Every song's in you.
Nothing new over in the sun. What do you think about the Yankees hiring an environmental science advisor?
Who was that? Is that the guys from Iowa? because I had an Iowa guy slip into my DMs and tell me that, but I thought they were advanced stats guys. But maybe is this the new?
They're not from Iowa. It's just, well, I don't know if they're from Iowa. It's nothing about baseball. I think what they're going to do is go around the stadium and take all the trash cans and make them into 3-part trash cans.
Oh, I thought this was like environment, like baseball playing environment.
No. They're about saving the earth. So since I spent some time in California, I think I could do this job. You take all the garbage cans, and instead of recycling bottles, cans, waste, you make it into waste, bottles, cans, compost. And no one knows what that means in New York, so they're going to fuck that up for 4 years. But eventually they'll get it down. And they also said they're going to like conserve energy around the stadium.
Yeah. I don't know about all that. I still get thrown off at the compost recycling stuff. I have no idea. Even they put the pictures on there. I still don't know. I think like Chipotle does that. I still freak out when I get over there. I have no idea.
Compost is food. I know that because we had it in our house because Katie used it to grow the garden or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have like a recycling and then like a faux recycling, and it's like, oh well, the fork goes here, but the plastic goes here. And it's like, guys,
California, that's how it is. That's how it goes. It's crazy.
I want to help. I know. I mean, I'm Denver, dog. There's a ton of that, but I still doesn't get it. So I'm gonna defend New York on that.
Me too.
Jimmy, you just said compost. The draft lottery stuff is pretty bizarre. I'll tag you in something. I was actually going to bring it up in the Natty, but dude. So the NBA changed the lottery odds system this year. This is the first year, and they're trying to cut down on tanking. Sure, but dude, you need to check out these lottery odds because they went too far. Like, I fully appreciate trying to cut down on tanking, but they went way too far. I just tagged you in it.
So the Knicks are going to get fucked again, is what we're thinking?
Well, I mean, you have to live that way as a Knicks fan. You have to live that way. That's the only assumption.
Updated picks odds. Again, a higher pick means you can't fall back as much, but the real value of the pick is in the top 4 slots where the odds are even. So I can't get too excited that we can only fall to 5th instead of 6th now. So the top 4 slots, if you're finished in the bottom 4, if you have a top 4 pick, your odds for getting the 1, 2, 3, or 4 are even. So they're all the same exact thing.
14%, 13.4, 12.7% for the 1, 2, and 3 pick. Which, Jim, you know I'm not a numbers guy. But Jim, the worst. So whoever finishes with the worst record in the league will have a 47.9% shot at the 5th pick. Dude, I would rather be the second worst team. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I know percentages and numbers enough to figure this out.
Right, but let's do some quick turkey math here. So if you're the second worst team, so what they've done is limited the position you can fall to. So the Knicks, whoever's the worst record, can't finish with the 6th pick or higher. The second pick does have that risk, but look at the odds here. So whoever finished second worst, you have a 20% chance at the 6th pick, which is 1 in 5, which is tough. Like you have a serious chance of getting that. But again, 1 in 5, you're going to take those odds. So then if you survive that round, okay, so now it's 27.8%. So between the 5th and 6th pick, you have a 47.8% chance. So the Knicks have a higher whoever finishes worst has a 0.1, basically the same odds of having the 5th pick than the second place team does of having the 6th or 5th pick. And like if you miss the 6th pick, your odds are still there. I don't know, man. Like I
don't think it changes at all because the odds are the same for 1 through 4. Just because the odds are to get the 5th is 47, the odds to get the 5th and 6th, second place, is still 47. So it's the same thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yes, it is the same thing.
So the first place, the top pick used to have better odds to get the 1 through 4 than the second.
Such better odds. Such better odds.
Because this doesn't reward the top pick at all.
Who does this reward?
It rewards the top pick is that they're gonna have a 1 through 5, but it doesn't reward the top pick for being able to have a 1 through 3 more.
And I guess I get that you want to limit tanking, but also I don't know. I mean, this is the first year this happened, and my Knicks are involved, so I realize I'm more in tune to it. But I guess that ties into the whole thing. I'm watching my Knicks lose more games and be the worst team in the league just so they have a coin flip odds of getting the 5th pick in the draft. I mean, NBA, your system's broken here.
Well, basically, okay, if you value the top 5, right? If you value like this is what the way this new draft is doing it. For the bottom 3 teams, the top 3 picks, okay? It's a coin flip for all 3 teams. It's a coin flip. You're going to get a 1 through 4 or a 5 through 7 for the top 3 teams. And it's all even. So if you value the 5th, 6th, and 7th pick as just the same thing, like just, okay, who cares? 5th pick, 7th pick, whatever. Then the 1, 2, and 3 pick are all exactly the same. Unless the 5th, the guy that's going to get taken is so much better than the 7th, that's the only way this helps become the bottom team.
I guess that's just what's incredible for me. If you are the 1 through 3 teams, the 1 through 3 worst teams,
you're getting a top 7 pick, and you're basically it's all the same odds.
Right, and I guess the thing that's messed up with that is the NBA draft. I think is super unique. MLB draft is a crapshoot. Hockey draft, you get 1 or 2 guys that are special in a certain draft class. NFL, I mean, it depends on the quarterbacks and how good the talent is that year. The NBA, every year you have like a clear cutoff. It's like, okay, you know, LeBron, Melo, Dwayne Wade. And it's like, okay, after that falls off. Chris Bosh, shout out. Darko Milicic, what are you doing? But like, Jim, this year, like, it's Zion, it's his teammate RJ Barrett, and then there's one other guy that's like viewed in that level, Ja Morant, your boy from Murray State. And it's just the Knicks could do everything in their power to try to get one of those picks. And I guess this is what the NBA wants, but they could end up with the 5th pick. And now the Knicks could have set their franchise back like another decade because of that. So I don't know, like how I realize tanking is bad, but at the same time, I mean, if you want a team to get better, what are they supposed to do when this clearly the best method of getting better in the NBA is having top picks? Like, that's not a discussion.
Yeah. But if the 1 through 5 are all equal, right, like in a draft class,
right,
and then it falls off at 6 or 7, then the top pick still holds more weight, but that's a very special circumstance.
Right, but there's normally not that depth. It's normally there's 1 guy, there's 3 guys, and it should be totally
3. It should be 3 in my opinion. Like if you finish first, you should have better odds at a top 3 pick.
Yeah, I don't get the even odds for the 1 through 3. Like I would be fine like spreading them out. I like the idea.
Well, if it wasn't even odds, and those last 2, like, what if they weren't even odds? And who is it? The Suns or whatever? Who's the second worst team right now?
The Suns currently.
And the Suns and Knicks play like at the last game of the season, and it wasn't even odds. I mean, that would be mayhem. It would be such a bad look for the NBA. If you have 2 teams,
almost be awesome entertainment.
Yeah, it's awesome entertainment, but it's a bad look for a competitive league.
Right, but at the same time, I mean, I'm sorry.
What do you think would happen?
That's the nature of the beast.
Play that game out. I
would love to. The Knicks had this situation happen. one of these guys, Nador, I forget his name, but one of these bad Knicks teams lost a draft position because some 12th guy on the bench hit a game-winning shot in the last game a couple years ago. So, I mean, I don't know. It just seems a little ridiculous to me. I don't know if the nerds overthought this one or, hey, if this is the NBA's goal. And, probably in other years I wouldn't care that much, but I think I would. Just because, like I said, that elite talent normally has a definitive drop-off. And I just think you could put teams in such a wash cycle here of just not being able to get better at all.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Maybe the Knicks, it all turns in their favor.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
they get Zion, they get Zingis back.
Jim, know how the way you
arrested by Turkey government.
The way you talk about like the Mets or an organization that's just doesn't deal with winning or normally do the right thing or something like that. I mean, that's the Knicks. And when you say, hey, you have the worst record in the league, you guys have finally done it. Like it's time to go forward. And then you tell me we have a coin flip to have the 5th pick in the draft. What do you think is going to happen? Like once that's in your franchise's blood, you're cursed with it until you are not.
Knicks are getting the 2nd overall pick. Mark it down in writing.
We'll see, man.
Remember the day that I wore my Wyoming hat? I said the Knicks will get the 2nd overall pick.
Knicks will get the 2 pick. And that's honestly my dream, Jim, because then they let the team above them either take Zion or not, and then they take the other one. So it's
they get their brains taken out of the equation.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they need.
I like when that happens for me. Let's go to the national news.
Sure. The Rockets, James Harden extends his 30-point streak to 24 games. Holy Toledo's, Jim. The Red Sox add big piece. Hello, hot stove. Henry Mejia to a minor league contract with an MLB option, Jim. Bryce Harper didn't sign yesterday. Come on, baseball. Buffalo. I'm surprised this wasn't in tri-state area news. Buffalo wins in a blowout last night. How about those 18th ranked Buffalo Bulls? I don't know. I feel like we should talk about it. And then the Waste Management Open starts tomorrow. If you're in our one and done league, make your picks. We might talk about it for a minute.
Bryce Harper did not sign, and people are saying that like now it was the rumors were fake. I'm so out on anything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone that listened yesterday that I wrote it in the national news that it looked like he was going to sign, and that's on me because I made a vow to not report any of these rumors until it's official. So I apologize to everyone. James Harden. He's good, huh? Yo, did you see the tweet from that one pitcher about the Mejia signing?
No.
So this pitcher, I can't remember his name, but he basically said like that explains this offseason pretty well. The guy with the lifetime ban got signed before me.
Yeah. Keuchel probably?
No. It's a reliever.
Oh. Kimbrel? I don't know.
I'll pull it up real quick.
But yeah, it's
Peter Moylan.
Moylan, our guy.
Yo, Peter Moylan. I don't know that name, but his bio says on Twitter, he says, "When I'm healthy, I'm good. When I'm healthy, I'm not bad at my job." Hashtag Tommy John ×2.
Ooh, that sucks. There goes Tommy John ×2. There goes 3 years of your potential career. He is an Aussie. Nice. I had it.
Good job.
Well, I guess he's 40 years old, but sorry, Pete.
Is that a real age?
Yeah.
40.
Moylan is 40. So there's a little crazy Aussie leaking out in that tweet.
Moylan, what? Dude, I didn't know who Peter Moylan was, but I didn't know a 40-year-old was tweeting. That sounds a bit stupider now.
Yeah. Yeah, your boy Heyman was having a day with that. He's like, well, that's the way to sum up the offseason. Machado and Harper are still unsigned, but Henry Mejia gets signed.
I unfollowed that dude.
Wow.
I hope I see him on Tuesday. I don't. I wouldn't say anything. I just literally not talk to him.
You kiss him right on the nose.
A little boop.
Hey,
John Heyman.
Hey, Johnny. Remember me?
Kiss him on the nose with a little boop and then whisper in his ear.
Mystery team. I am the mystery team.
Yeah. I am your mystery team. John.
You might like that, though.
He might. I don't know what he likes.
Hell, you might like it. I don't know. Whatever makes everyone happy.
Whispering in someone's ear is always weird.
Yeah.
How about people that are bad whisperers? Those are people always crack me up. My little brother Luke is like a bad whisperer, and my friend David Cookta couldn't whisper for his life.
Yeah.
Just talking like this in your ear. It's like, dude, you're shouting. Whisper.
You saw at winter meetings. I mean, whispering's kind of out for me because my hearing's gotten so bad.
Yeah, that was fun.
So, like, if someone whispers to me, that's them essentially telling me that they don't want me to hear what they're saying.
Yeah. You would like David and my brother then, because they're bad at whispering.
Yeah, but I mean, that's conversation with them. Yeah, I don't know. How about that Buffalo game? Man, your Bulls look good, Jim. Who could have seen that coming? So,
Me. I'm on a fucking 1-game winning streak.
Yeah.
We'll get to that when we get to that, Jake. Let's talk about the Waste Management Open, which explain the Waste Management Open for people who are that listen to our show that have never tuned in to golf and they don't really understand it. Because this is one that it's like a beginner. It's like hey, you want to see a fun golf tournament?
Yeah, are you around this weekend? Because you could have some fun with some gifts on this one. I guess you got guests in town and crap.
Well, Katie's parents went home yesterday, and her friend Anna is here now, who's here for 10 days, so it's really just like a hangout sesh. But they might, and Katie works the weekends, so. It's a Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
I'm having my dad over because his house is under construction. But yeah, I might be around to do some Waste Management Open stuff.
We'll see, but yeah. So people, it takes place in Phoenix, and it's Super Bowl weekend every year. I'm pretty sure, which is kind of cool. Especially there was some guys that did a dream weekend a couple of years ago because the Super Bowl was in Arizona. So there was these bunch of old drunk, like white guys that went to the golf tournament and then went to the football tournament. I'm sorry if you know someone who's not white who did that, but that's like white people heaven. But it's the only event where the crowd is like allowed to cheer while you shoot. Mm-hmm. So there's this one par 3 that's just like an absolute. I mean, it's right near Arizona State, so people like the college kids come in and just get tanked. The crowd goes nuts. Some of the players love it. Some of them hate it. Like Bubba Watson and some of the fan favorites, they'll hype up the crowd. They'll tell them to get louder before they hit.
They should rename it Happy Gilmore Waste Management Open.
They really should. That would be fun. Yeah, that was the better way to describe it. This is the dream. This is if Happy Gilmore took over golf. This is the event that it would have created.
Yeah. All the old head respectable golfers, they look at the Waste Management Open and they say,
barbaric. Let that
yes.
word resound.
Very much so. And you Jim, we'll see. I won't give too much away. I know you want to research, and if you're in our one and done league, I think you can still join. Check it out. Maybe we'll post the link again.
If not, bit.ly/JJR golf.
Yeah, and it's Jim. You know how much of a crush you have on the Yankees pitcher Masahiro Tanaka?
Yeah, don't tell people my secrets though.
So there's a golfer, Hideki Matsuyama, who has incredible success at this tournament, who might be because he's kind of got that Asian ice in his veins culture going on, like keep it calm. So you might fall in love with him this weekend. He's like the sexiest, safest pick this week.
He came second or third last week.
Yeah, so that's the other part. So he's playing well and he's dominated this tournament. Except last year he withdrew. So it's going to be a fun pick'em week. Gary Woodland, John Rum. This tournament is the week that a lot of people bust out one of the big names. So But yeah, if you find yourself doing the Super Bowl scratch before the game, you need to watch something else. This ain't a bad pick especially for golf.
Goof. Okay, I think that's all we got too.
Sure.
Halftime update, Jake. I have a halftime update for you. A correction, stat boy correction. I did it myself this time. Lennon and McCartney wrote "Get High" with a little help from my friends for Ringo. Ringo didn't write it himself. And the original line was, "What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you throw ripe tomatoes at me?" And they changed it so fans wouldn't throw tomatoes, like I said. But because in the early days of the Beatles, George Harrison made a passing comment in an interview that he liked jelly bellies, I'm guessing. And for their next 10 live shows, the crowd just showered them in jelly beans. So they're like, we don't want that happening again.
Please make this stop.
The Beatles were wild. Their fans were just rabid.
Yeah, they're rabbits.
They were a bunch of imagine just playing to a bunch of rabbits.
It's tough.
The line already says the line about getting high is also in there later in the song. No, the Beatles say get high. Joe Crocker, I don't think ever says get high. He says get by, or at least in the Wonder Years theme song, it doesn't say get high.
Right.
Other behind the scenes, Jake. What was I going to say?
Jim, I think I want to bring Moylan into camp.
For the Yankees?
Yeah.
Why not? They got Rex Brothers. They have some quadruple A relief pitchers already.
Rex Brothers.
Hey, brother. You ever watch Pat McAfee's podcast? Or you ever listen to that at all, or see anything
Not
that Pat
really.
does?
I have no qualms with him. I think I usually catch his big videos, like when a kicker or punter does something. That's
Those videos are awesome. But I was talking more about his podcast. He opens up every show with let's have a good day. We're going to be positive. We're going to be pumped up. We're going to have a good time. And I don't hate it. It's kind of like The Rock does on Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
And I was feeling that way today. I was sat down.
There. It was a lot, man. It was a lot.
Well, see, I wanted to do a big speech like that. Let's have a good Wednesday, blah, blah. It's just not in me. Instead, I just talk fast, and I think I go too fast for people.
You got to be you, man.
I know. Sometimes I wish I could not be me. I think that's what people like about us, though, Jake. If we're being honest, in the halftime, pretty hard for us to not be ourselves.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
As we go on, we remember.
You thought I just made that song up? Wow.
I don't know that song. Be yourself.
It's from the movie Just Friends, Jim. One of the best movies ever made.
Good call.
The mom sings that to Ryan Reynolds. A pretty delicious scene.
I cry at songs about graduations, just to let you know.
Yeah.
I read the news today, oh boy, and the news was rather sad. But I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
McDonald's has launched the McFalafel nuggets in Sweden. A computer antivirus mogul John McAfee announces in 2020 he's going to run for president. He is currently exiled on his yacht. He has also stated he'll eat his own penis if Bitcoin doesn't hit 1 mil by 2020. Career criminal from New Jersey robbed a bank in Wisconsin because he heard that the health care is better in Wisconsin prisons and far superior than New Jersey prisons. Smart move, I think. That's actually really good. Woman was arrested for driving 115 miles per hour through the snow in a 35 mile per hour zone. Canadians stuck in a 70-car pileup play hockey on the highway. And a North Carolina man accused of shoving his face into the buttocks of multiple women while they were shopping was apprehended. Piss poor performance by me.
Oh yeah, that's what me and all the fans expect at this point. So don't apologize.
No,
What do you
I
want? Do
usually
you want to
bring it.
start or end with the Canadian hockey story?
Okay, so the Canadian hockey story, I was super skeptical. Sounded like an Onion article to me,
Right,
just like kind of mocking Canadians. So I
right,
clicked on it, and I watched it. And there's a video, and it's like a bunch of kids. They might have been on their way to the hockey. I'm guessing they were on their way to a hockey game because they all had their sticks, and they were just passing
right.
the puck around on the snowy road. So it was kind of
Yeah.
cool. It wasn't as crazy as I thought it, and it was real. So it's nice. Like if my hockey team was on a bus trip and we were stuck on a highway, that we would do the same thing.
Right. And I mean, I'm gonna guess there's some kids on their way to a game or something, but I think there's a little Canada in there. Like you should the back of my vehicle used to look like a sporting goods store.
Oh yeah, my hockey stick never came out of my car.
Exactly. So I think even saying that this was just a team is a dangerous assumption, especially I mean just in Canada.
Well, they were all the same. They're all the same like age and size.
Maybe they were on the way to school or something like that.
Yeah, could be.
But yeah. So yeah, I like that. The North Carolina man accused of shoving his face into the buttocks of multiple women while they were shopping. Does it say what he did wrong?
I don't know. I think he maybe he was doing it too hard. It's another great Austin Powers scene. Oh, excuse me, I've fallen over. Sorry, I just tripped.
Charged with sexual battery because I mean you can't do that.
Thanks for letting me put my butt. Thanks for breaking my fall with your butt. I'd like to see a video of his tactic.
Yeah, that's a good call because I guess that's interesting. Do you think if he just went for it, and then he comes up and he gives the woman the clear like, I know this is bad, but did you like it a little?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think we can say we can like that because that's still a very bad thing. Or do you like it better if he goes full sell and he's tripping over stuff, whacking into butts, and then getting up and being like, I'm so sorry?
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, we like that.
I was also going to say something that I caught myself and I didn't say, and it was that I need to see the women he was doing this to. But you can't say that. You can't say that, so I didn't say it.
No, actually, yeah, I guess so.
Because I don't know first I was going to be like, if they're really hot, that guy's a pervert, and like he's clearly doing it. But then I was like, well, what if they're really gross? I think a guy that would do this is probably into some gross butts.
Yeah, I was more so going for the angle like if he's like full out tripping and doing this to any woman, it almost makes it a little more acceptable. Like, dude, you're either just really silly, really weird, or just off the deep end altogether. Like, if he's just doing it to hot girls, then you're just like, you're a fucking creep, dude. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, but I thought that was problematic, so I didn't say it. But now you've said it.
No, I don't think so. I think there's, I mean, it's all bad, but I think it does fall into different areas a little bit.
What if it was a midget? What if he's a little person and he honestly was just like walking and not looking, like walking while texting?
Just having a bad day. He got the laser eye surgery. He wasn't supposed to be out in public.
Yeah, he's just in the grocery store, like looking at all the beans, trying to find his bean. Boom, his face is in a butt. Nothing he can do. That's just how height works for him.
Yo, not for nothing. All right, so let's think about this. 2019. What if this guy sincerely trips twice in the same day and he falls into two women's butts with his face? Like head on, like miserable.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's getting in trouble for this? That would be bad.
Yeah.
But in that same world, what if it was the worst day of his life and he trips 3 times, falls into 2 women's butts, 1 guy's butt? Is he cleared or is he in extra trouble?
Cleared. My dad had a good friend that worked for him, and he would hug all the women. Like, hello. Right. Like, East Coast guy, the big huggers out here.
Yeah.
And he started getting some kickback. So then he just started hugging everyone, and then there's no kickback.
Right.
Which I don't think that's how – I mean, I don't know if that's how it works. It should be it works. I mean, you can tell when a hug's bad, hug's not bad. Follow up. I just read the article for the first time. He did it to 3 women, and he supposedly went tongue out and was given some licky action while he did.
Yeah, see, that's no bueno.
He was 25 years old. His name is Stephen Ryan Shuford. So Stephen Shuford. Yeah, it's like double alliteration. You got the S, you got the F in the middle. I'm gonna say he doesn't look like a butt sniffer that bad. He's a little unkempt in the hair, skinny guy, long neck. Could be handsome. Guy like this, looks alone, could probably find butts, like, without getting in trouble for it. Put it on an ad, man. Let me lick your butt.
Just trying something different.
How about McDonald's having McFalafel? You into this?
I'm into that, sure.
Did you get it?
I would get it if I was over there in Sweden.
Yeah. You ever have
I
falafel?
love trying new stuff.
You ever have falafels?
Actually, you like trying new stuff more than I think you would lead on.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try new stuff.
Yeah.
Drinks.
If you and I were at a McDonald's and they were saying, "Hey, we're testing out the McFalafel here," you and I would instantly say, "Absolutely, I'm going to do that."
Yes. Where we differ is I don't mess around with drinks. You mess around with drinks.
Oh, yeah.
I need a drink to be my safe haven.
Curiosity and cats. Yeah, drinks guy. That used to be a big high school debate for us.
When I worked at Domino's, which I already said yesterday, substituted as the Bangladesh embassy in New Britain,
Stop showing off for the ladies, man.
Well, yesterday I told them I used to go there and work after when I got drunk at night to avoid just being alone with my roommate. They eventually gave me a job because I was like best friend with the dude. I went to his wedding, the guy who was the manager, AG. Shout out AG, I know you listen. And he was awesome. He was like, "Well, dude, you're always drunk." What? I was like, "Well, yeah, just give me a job." He's like, "Well, we only have delivery jobs." I was like, "Well, I'm not going to drink and drive. Come on, grow up." Anyway, Ramadan happens at Domino's, and they all have to fast, right, until sundown.
Right.
So when sundown hit, I would be the only person working the Domino's while they went ate for 10 minutes because they hadn't eaten all day. And they'd have a feast, and it's mostly falafels and other sorts of vegetables crumbled up in different ways. And I would eat it, and they were pretty good. You remember Iqbal?
That was a quick end.
I'm just saying falafels are good. I've had them. I've had homemade falafels.
Yeah, I feel like a falafel is a food that I run into, and it's like, again, straight coin flip. It's Knicks with the 5th pick. It's sometimes I get one and I'm like, this is dry and awful, and other times I get one, I'm like, this is pretty good.
My experiences with Bangladeshi or Indian, that cuisine, is they don't really care about appearance at all.
Right.
Like, you look at your plate and you're like, this is a bunch of brown mush and stuff. And then you try it.
Like, you and I aren't appearance guys.
No, I'm not an appearance guy. Well, I am wearing my Wyoming.
You can arguably say, eating-wise, we're mush guys. We like a little sum-sum. We like it all mixed together.
Yeah. I just recently started liking mashed potatoes, speaking of mush.
You didn't like mashed potatoes? What kind of kid were you?
Yeah, so I found out I don't really like whipped potatoes, which is what I've always had when I was little, because that tastes like baby food to me. So mashed potatoes has like the bits in it and a little more texture.
Yeah.
So I like mashed potatoes. So I figured out the difference there for me.
Okay.
I think I had whipped potatoes as a kid, and I was like, this just tastes like baby food.
Right.
I need texture, and I didn't realize there was 2 different kinds, so I just never tried the next kind. So now I tried it. I like it.
Yeah, that's kind of fine. You're almost getting into like grits. Like
kind of. Well,
that
I have my pressure cooker, dude. It takes 2 minutes to make mashed potatoes.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's pretty huge.
It's crazy. Pressure cooker. You just pressure cook the potatoes, then you mash them, throw some shit in there. Done.
Done.
How about this woman who was arrested for driving 115 miles per hour through the snow in a 35 mile per hour zone? I mean, this to me is just like, snow's not real life. When snow happens, there's no school, there's no work, you don't have to do anything. And it's this big cushiony powder all over. So yeah, go have a blast if you want. I thought snow was safe, and then I almost died in the blizzard of 1996. So
yeah, I didn't want to click this link because this almost, to me, this sounds like suicidal. Like what?
Yeah, there's not enough info. If you think you won't get in a bad crashing town because the speed limits are low and you're a good driver, think again. So yeah, she was in Illinois. I don't know. Maybe it was just Illinois is flat, so it's flat as hell. And she could have been on like a long straight road. No one is on the road because it's snowy. And she's like, "Whoa, dude, I got my own fucking runway here.
Oh, okay.
Let's just have some fun." And she's dumb and confusing the fluffy snow on the side of the road because it's probably all piled up, like the snowplow goes through and piles it up like 2 feet high. And she's like, I got basically a runway of bumper cars here.
You could do the classic SNL Sloppy Joe song.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that with Fluffy Snow. Fluffy Snow, fluffy snow, man. You just said it. It was the first time I connected the dots there. Thanks, brother.
Well, we can't talk about Sloppy Joes and not play the best Sloppy Joe quote of all time.
Oh yeah, this. I would sum this up as pure.
I made an extra sloppy for you. I know how you skits like I'm sloppy.
Lady, you're scaring us.
That's so good.
I think it's funny when amongst your friends you label certain kind of humor, certain friends' humor. I would bring up that link to describe your sense of humor a little bit.
I love that scene.
It's a little over the top, and then Adam Sandler comes in with the dagger and then goes right back over the top.
Yeah. Lady, you're scaring us.
Just turns and laughs with everyone.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It's good times, good scene. We got no more news. Let's go to bet of the day.
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
You're looking at two guys who are on a winning streak. Jake's like 4 for his last 5 or 5 for his last 6, and I'm 1 for my last 1. We're both at 7-6 records, both on the winning end of things. We're the best that ever was. We wake up in the morning and we piss excellence. It's the best ever. Jake, who do you got today? Let's keep this thing rolling.
So, Jim, you know I am in fuego right now.
Every time you say "so Jim," I think of the word sojourn or whatever that word is. And I've held back saying this for 3 weeks now.
What word is that?
Like going on a sojourn.
I don't know.
It's like a journey. Sounds like a southern journey. I know it's a temporary stay somewhere. Like I went on a sojourn in Egypt, and that means you went to Egypt for a little bit.
Okay, so Jim, I'm hot. I'm 4 of my last 5, I believe.
I'm hot. What's that song that Rob likes?
I'm hot. Someone drive that fire truck. I think that's Little Debbie or Ray Sean. Maybe we'll have a white girl rap week.
I have bad white.
That would make pharmacist Rob so happy.
Well, next week is bad white rap.
Well, the ladies deserve a week, Jim. 2019, man.
I'll write it down.
Jim, there's one that jumped out to me. It just looked a little funny, and maybe I missed something.
Don Imus.
Jimmy, the Rams versus the Dukes. I might have just made up the second team's mascot, but it's URI versus Duquesne, Jim. We're talking A10 hoops, brother. And so what we got going on here is we have – oh, just lost my spot. Okay, so Duquesne. Which, Jimmy, this one smells funny, which makes me think Vegas knows something. But URI is favored? Yeah, URI is favored by 2 points on the road. They're 11-8 this year. Duquesne is 14-6 at home, hosting them. But Rhode Island's favored by 2. I'm calling bullspit, and I'm taking Duquesne +2.
Okay, I got to find this game because I lost you a little bit there.
So it's Rhode Island versus Duquesne.
In hockey.
Basketball.
Oh, the basketball. The basketball. I can't wait till the summer comes and you have to bet baseball, and then I can get really into it.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to A10. We're going Duquesne versus Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is Duquesne? That's how you pronounce it? It's spelled Duquesne.
Yeah. Well, have you ever heard anyone say anything that sounds like Duquesne before?
I never heard Duquesne either. This is all new to me. Okay. I'm trying to look it up. So who's favored by what?
They are the Dukes. I got that. So Rhode Island, Jim.
Yeah.
They're on the road at Duquesne. Duquesne's 14-6. Rhode Island's 11-8. Rhode Island's favored at Duquesne. And I think Duquesne's the better team and they're at home. So I think this is Vegas might know something with this line because right now it smells funny. But I'm taking the Dukes.
Is it as easy as like a guy's injured?
I mean, it could be. You think I'm putting in that kind of research?
No, but I feel like it could be as simple as that. Do we have any Duquesne or Rhode Island fans here? Looks like they haven't played each other yet. They have not played each other yet. Duquesne's coming off a loss, but they won 6 in a row before that.
Right.
Dude, I don't even know. This is like you pick two teams that I'm finding it hard to care and make a decision.
Oh, I thought you'd like that more, buddy. I'm sorry. I won't do that anymore.
I kind of want to just sit out. Like these teams are so unknown that the pages that I usually go for to do research doesn't have them.
Yeah.
So
that's when you know you're hot.
I'm just going to agree with you because I'm so lost in my research. I don't even know what you said, but I'm agreeing with you.
Duquesne, baby. +2.
Okay. Duquesne +2. We are in agreement. You know, this is so.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
So.
Saw a lot of that on the internet yesterday.
Yeah, because you're doing good. People are praising you.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a big Duquesne Dukes fan tonight.
Duquesne Dukes.
I want to look at their roster.
I never missed a game.
That's a good quote, too. That kid was like the star of so many movies. He was a star of Bad News Bears. He was a star of that bicycle movie, Breaking. Something Breaking.
Cool.
And then he becomes an adult. And now he's the fucking stoner at the semi-pro game who falls asleep while making a half-court shot.
Big
range.
range.
Dukes, and I never missed a game. Yeah, I was trying to find like their stats and their Duquesne's roster to find out who their best player is, but even that doesn't come up on my page. So Duquesne.
Eric Williams Jr. leading them in points per games and rebounds. Sincere Carey, what a name! With
Sincere
6
Carey?
assists.
It's a good name.
Hey, that's a Sincere Carey.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that. Now I'm so happy I'm on the Dukes.
2 whistles. Foul. No, 2 fouls.
2 fouls.
It was a sincere carry. You carried and you meant it.
Yeah.
You were honest about it, and it's 2 whistles.
That would be mean if a ref said that to you. That was a sincere carry.
Yeah.
You meant to do that.
Yeah. You weren't even trying to hide it. You carried that ball.
Yeah.
Oh, ref. It's just my name. Wow, sincere carry sounds like a pussy. That's the end of the show, I think.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
What would you do if I sang out of tune?
Hey, someone yesterday posted that they're going to steal a line from you where you said something along the lines of, we had a couple beers done.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what that was from. When did I say that?
I don't know, because I didn't edit yesterday's. I just made sure the levels were fine and then posted. I didn't listen. And then I didn't listen because I was driving around. But we had a couple beers done. Is cool if you said that.
That is cool. I don't know if I meant to say that. That could have just been bad speech, but I'll look into it.
All right, see you guys.
Whoa.
Your roommate sure looks like a dog.
Just got invaded. Yeah.
It's nice.
It's like a younger, fluffier Zen.
Dudes is way bigger than Zim, though.
Oh, yeah. He's a monster. Look at this, though.
Nice. Zim's getting so old, dude. He's getting spoiled. Like his stomach was hurting. His stomach was hurting, so we gave him rice, and now his stomach's not hurting anymore. So we went back to like his regular food, and he won't eat it. Just sniffs it and hides it.
Dude, actually, maybe it's a rant I should save for another time. But I was thinking,
we're still live for anyone that watches on YouTube.
We talk about dogs eat the same food, right? I mean,
yeah.
And I was doing the whole and people talk about their dogs getting. They'll be like, "Oh yeah," like if we went to a party and someone was like, "Yeah, I fed my Bichon the other day. I gave him chicken and rice, and now he won't eat anything else." You'd be like, "Okay, lady, feed your dog food. Get out."
I just told you that though, so now you're making fun.
I know, but you have a really old dog. You gave the excuse.
Yeah.
And the whole thing tying it together is. Dogs don't get good food. What if dogs like good food just as much as humans do?
Zimmer does.
If you were a baby and you were only fed baby food your whole life, you'd be like, okay, here comes my meal.
Yeah.
Well, so who the fuck are we?
Well, do you not feed? You don't ever give Noodle different food?
I mean, I'll throw him a snack. If I'm making something, he's gonna get a little piece, but never as a meal. No.
Zimmer loves chicken. Fucking. If you bring home one of those roasted, I roast my own chicken. Zimmer just starts sniffing like a hound. One time he went into the garbage and took and he doesn't do stuff like this at all because my dad trained him so well, but he took the carcass of the chicken out of the garbage. He never goes through the garbage, but if there's chicken in there, I have to throw it outside. So whenever we make chicken, which is a lot because we're a big chicken household, we throw Zim, instead of doing his normal wet food, we'll give him chicken or steak.
Nice.
So Zim eats different food sometimes. But my dad had very strong rules about where Zimmer eats, and I'm going to do that with my dog too. Zim is not allowed in the kitchen, and he knows that.
Right.
So if we're cooking in the kitchen, there's an invisible fence, and he won't go past it.
It's good.
My grandma's dog doesn't do that, and it's fucking terrible. She just goes by your heels and jumps up all the time. It's get out of here. And if we give Zimmer a snack for sitting, we walk into the other room and we put his balls on the outside of the kitchen.
There you go.
But,
yeah,
But my dad did all that. I wouldn't have known to do that.
Right.
My dad was like, "No, our dog is not going to be in the kitchen because you have company over. Then your dog's annoying your guests in the kitchen." So as soon as we set the table, Zim knows to get out of the kitchen.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We're in a small enough space that we almost couldn't do that.
Yeah, no, you can't.
And he's a giant dog.
Huge. He's as big as you.
Isn't that funny when you can tell dogs' thought processes though? Like you said, Zimmer would never go through the trash, but he knew there was chicken in there, and he's like, "All right, if I'm gonna make a play, today's the day."
Yeah, that's what happened. All right, I got to make a disco. I'll stop. See you live, guys. Thanks for watching live with us.
Guys.